Imagine you're standing on the moon, looking back at the pale blue dot. But instead of a vibrant marble of life, you see it shatter. Whether it's an asteroid, a rogue planet, or our own sun finally losing its temper, Earth is gone. Now, here is the question no one asks: what happens next? Does the moon fly off into the dark? Does the rest of the solar system even notice we're missing? Or does our destruction set off a chain reaction that resets the entire neighborhood? Today, we're looking at the seconds, the centuries, and the eons that follow the death of Earth. This is the timeline of a ghost world. Part 2, the immediate aftermath, the lonely moon. In the first few minutes after Earth's destruction, the most immediate victim is our closest neighbor, the moon. The physics. The moon is locked in Earth's gravitational embrace. If Earth were suddenly pulverized into a cloud of debris, that anchor is gone. Scenario A. If Earth stays as a concentrated cloud of rubble, the moon stays in orbit, but it begins to be pelted by millions of tons of Earth crust, meteorites. Scenario B. If Earth is vaporized, the moon becomes a rogue. It would likely fly off its orbital path and become a new planet orbiting the Sun, or, more likely, it would eventually collide with Venus or Mars. The satellites. Around 8,000 active satellites and millions of pieces of space junk suddenly have nothing to orbit. They become a shotgun blast of debris traveling at 17,000 miles per hour, turning the inner solar system into a cosmic minefield. Part 3. The solar system's reaction. Here's the humbling truth. The Sun is 99.8% of the mass of our solar system. Earth is a rounding error. If Earth vanishes, the orbits of Jupiter, Saturn, and Mars wouldn't change by more than a few inches. The clockwork of the heavens keeps ticking. However, the asteroid belt might notice. Earth's gravity helps stabilize certain asteroid groups. Without us, those rocks might begin to drift, potentially sending vengeance asteroids toward the other planets. We might be gone, but our absence would leave a gravitational ghost that subtly reshapes the paths of every rock in the inner system for millions of years. Part 4. The 5 billion year burn. Let's fast forward. Life on Earth is a memory. The debris of our home has likely been swallowed by the Sun or swept up by Jupiter. But now, the real destruction begins. The red giant phase. Our Sun is a middle-aged star. In about 5 billion years, it runs out of hydrogen fuel. It begins to swell. It will grow into a red giant. It will swallow Mercury and Venus entirely. Even if Earth, the physical rock, survived its initial destruction, the Sun would now expand to where our orbit used to be. The space where you are sitting right now would be inside the core of a star. The Goldilocks shift. As the Sun grows, the habitable zone moves outward. For a brief few million years, the frozen moons of Jupiter and Saturn, like Europa and Enceladus, might thaw. They could become water worlds. For a brief moment, life might get a second chance elsewhere, fueled by the very star that killed Earth. Part 5. The White Dwarf, the final grave. Eventually, the Sun will shed its outer layers, creating a beautiful planetary nebula, a glowing cloud of gas visible from light years away. What's left in the center? A white dwarf. This is a star the size of Earth, but with the mass of a sun. It's a cold, crystalline corpse. At this stage, the solar system is a graveyard. The remaining planets, Jupiter, Saturn, will drift further away as the Sun loses mass. The atoms that once made up your body, your house, and your favorite park are now scattered across the galaxy, potentially being pulled into new nebulae to form new stars and new planets. The destruction of Earth isn't the end of the story, it's just the beginning of a different one. We are made of star stuff, and eventually, we return to the stars. The universe doesn't stop for us, it just keeps recycling. If you could leave a time capsule in orbit that would survive the Earth's destruction, what one thing would you put in it? Tell me in the comments. Thanks for watching this journey through the end of time. If you found this fascinating, and maybe a little bit terrifying, hit that subscribe button and give us a like. We'll see you in the next one, hopefully still on a healthy planet.